All right, this morning, Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sottomayor is making it clear she has no plans to resign. This is despite calls from some on the left for her to step down before President-elect Donald Trump takes office, which would give President Biden in theory, a chance to put a younger justice on the bench. CNN legal analyst, former federal and state prosecutor Ellie Honig is with us now. So the Sotomayor thing, that appears to be done and dusted at this point. But that's not to say that Donald Trump in 4 years can't make a very long-lasting impact on the Supreme Court.
Yeah, Justice Sotomayor is not going anywhere. If you look at her recent opinions or listen to the oral argument, she's sharp as a tack. There's no reason for her to leave. But what people do need to watch for is the two oldest justices on the court right now. Clarence Thomas is 76, Samuel Alito is 74. One or both of them could well choose to retire. This is the way it works recently, right? Stephen Breyer, Justice Breyer retired so that he could be replaced by a much younger Ketanji Brown Jackson. Before that, Anthony Kennedy retired, replaced by a much younger Brett Kavanaugh. And so one or both of Thomas or Alito could retire and be replaced by a 48, 52-year-old.
36. I mean, they're getting even seriously. They're getting younger and younger.
And then that seat will be owned for 20, 30, 40 years. I have to say, Clarence Thomas, if he finishes out the next term, will become the #1 all-time longest-serving justice. So he may want to push it to the very end so he can get the record.
So, Supreme Court over there, Attorney General is a place where Donald Trump will make a huge impact with his selection. And who he picks to nominate will tell us a lot, Ellie.
It sure will. So first of all, let's remember, Donald Trump felt betrayed by both of his attorney generals. He never forgave Jeff Sessions for recusing himself from the Russia investigation. He never forgave Bill Barr for standing up at the end against his claims of election fraud. And so I think Donald Trump's going to be looking for a loyalist. And the thing I'm looking for is, do we have somebody, A, who's been a prosecutor, who understands the values of DOJ, and B, who's willing to put the interests of DOJ and the American people, which sometimes conflict with the president's interests, or is he going to put his loyalty to the president first? So that's going to be really telling to me as to, obviously, the AG itself is a crucial position, but also how does Donald Trump sort of view his mandate? How aggressively does he view this? And to what extent does he feel empowered to put in anyone who's going to do his bidding?
Was Merrick Garland just a loyalist to Joe Biden?
No, I don't think so. Not at all. I mean, look, Merrick Garland, let's put it this way. Merrick Garland appointed special counsel to investigate Joe Biden and to investigate Joe Biden's son. So, no, I don't think he was a loyalist to Joe Biden.
All right, the case is against Donald Trump. There is a big moment in the conviction, the criminal conviction in New York against Donald Trump this week, tomorrow. Yeah,
so tomorrow, Judge Merchan, and now we're in the hush money case in Manhattan, is going to issue his ruling on the immunity case. Now, you may be thinking, how could there be immunity? This all related to payments made before Donald Trump was president, the first time in 2016. The problem, though, from the prosecutor's point of view, is some of the evidence that they introduced at trial did relate to conversations Trump had while in the White House. Hope Hicks was a key witness about conversations she had when she was communications director. The immunity decision came out after that trial, but it's still the law of the land. And Trump's team is now saying that evidence should not have been included. Therefore, I'm entitled to a new trial. So we don't know what Judge Merchan is going to do. He could say, yes, that evidence should not have been let in. Verdict is vacated. I mean, it is rare to sort of keep perspective. It is rare to see a verdict thrown out, but it happens. Or he could rule that that evidence was too small a part of the total puzzle and doesn't necessitate a brand new verdict. But that's going to be a huge moment tomorrow.
Yeah, and how he chooses to say it all, given the presidential election also, will be fascinating. Ellie, great to see you.
Thanks, John.
Sarah.
All right, ahead, Trump's sweeping campaign plans may be hard to keep, specifically when it comes to artificial intelligence, how his plans could upend the industry. And firefighters are battling wildfires on both coasts this morning, the latest on the deadly fire raging along the New York-New Jersey border. That's ahead.